If you're a local business wanting to get more customers, this is the correct video for you. In this video, we're going to talk about Google Ads versus AI SEO, what actually gets you more customers. And we're going to focus on what revenue marks you actually want to hit in your business and what you should utilize in order to actually hit those revenue marks. The truth is, right now, local buyers don't just browse on Google. They're looking to buy something. And when somebody searches up plumber near me, roof repair near me, they're not just researching, they're ready to call and buy. And this is the highest intent traffic that there can be on the internet. And one thing that you probably have in your mind, what about Facebook ads? The main purpose of this video is to focus more so on Google ads. But for context, I've ran a multi-six-figure Facebook ads agency for pool builders. And Facebook ads work, but the intent is a little bit lower. So you really have to have a very dialed in lead nurture system because they might be too early in the sales cycle. So for example, they might just be window shopping around for different companies and different prices versus if you're on Google, people are ready to buy. And if they have an emergency leak in the roof, they need that service ASAP. And of course, the pros of Facebook ads are they're a bit cheaper, while Google pay-per-click is a lot more expensive, but it balances out with the intent of the buyer. So what are Google PPC ads? If you could see in this image on the map pack, the PPC ads will have a sponsored tag above. So all over exterior roofing is currently paying for this slot, while the organic rankings are Amstel Roofing, JC&C Roofing Company, and they rank here automatically with their AI SEO and their Google business profile. So instead of having to rank number one on the map pack, you could basically just pay your way there. You could bid on these keywords, for example, roofer near me, or roofer in Houston, Texas, and you can just pay your way to be that number one slot. However, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And if you don't have a dialed in sales team, you don't have speed to lead, and somebody to actually pick up the phone immediately whenever somebody calls, you probably won't achieve the return on investment you're kind of looking for. So essentially for Google PPC, you pay, you show up, and you get clicks. But the moment that you stop paying, your traffic stops, your calls stop, and then your leads just disappear. I'm going to list the pros and cons of using Google PPC. Number one of the pros is it's very fast results, and you have a predictable volume depending on how much money you spend towards Google PPC. Of course, the cons are ad costs every single year have been rising because there's more competition, and then competitors are currently bidding against you, so they might even be bidding against your company's keywords. So let's say you own XYZ Roofing Company. Anytime that somebody searches up XYZ Roofing Company, another competitor is actually bidding for that keyword. And then the lead flow stops as soon as you stop paying, and some customers are more likely to actually click on organic results. This is just a common trend in the buyers that some people, they won't click on anything that's sponsored. They don't like ads. They just want to see the organic results. So even though you're number one on the map pack just by bidding for that keyword, they'll see that sponsor tag and some people just don't click. They'll rather go to the second option. But what about AI SEO? So AI SEO focuses on one thing, getting your business to show up organically when buyers search. So there's no cost per click, there's no daily budget, but what you do need that a lot of people are missing is consistency. So essentially a buyer journey is they'll search for whatever service, you'll be ranking on the map pack top 3, and that's where 70% of all the calls are going to. And then they'll call your business and you'll get the job. And here's why Google business profiles matter the most. So most local calls happen before anybody even clicks on a website. They go directly to your Google business profile, they look at your reviews, they look at photos, look at posts, and they look at rankings. So the pros of Google business profile and AI SEO is that it compounds over time. There's no cost per click call, just like how Google PPC will charge you per click. There's no cost in that. And then it builds local authority and trust, and then it's just cheaper long term. However, the cons are it takes time to ramp up. It does require consistency. So if you don't have any automations in place or you don't have an agency, it's going to be very painful and take a lot of your business's time. And it's a little bit more technical. So most people, they just hire agencies. They pay them $3K or $5K a month to just handle the entire process for them. And then side-by-side comparison is Google Ads. Basically, you rent the traffic, you pay forever, you can instantly shut it on or off, depending on your traffic flow or how much you're spending. With AI SEO, you own the visibility. It compounds monthly over time, and it's a long-term asset. So even if you were wanting to sell it to a PE firm or sell it to any other business, they'll look at where your traffic sources are coming from. If it's mostly coming from paid ads or Google PPC, you're not going to get the valuation you want. But if you're doing PPC and SEO, you're ranking very high, they know that they're going to get organic leads and organic calls to the business. So your valuations will be a lot higher. So essentially one thing is PPC is basically a faucet and AI SEO is a well. So PPC compounds when you have a great Google business profile already designed to convert. Use ads for speed, but use AI SEO for scale. Ads simply just fill the gap that's currently missing, but you do have to sacrifice some dollars in order to fill that gap. However, SEO builds that foundation. So if you want predictable calls without just bleeding ad spend to PPC or paying very expensive agencies, AI SEO is probably the most leveraged task a local business can install into their business. If you're interested and you want to just use our software that completely automates all of your Google business profile and AI SEO so you can rank in the top 3 without having to pay Google for ads, go ahead and start a trial down in the description, and you can go ahead and just get started, and we'll handle everything with your Google business profile optimization and then rank you in the top 3 against your competitors. I'll catch you in the next video.